Alright, we got the stainless 24 on the rocks today. I thought I'd bring it out, do a lightweight versus heavyweight wheel comparison. Right now these are the stock axial AX24 Rock Lizard tires on the axial wheel, glued on. I don't even think there's an insert. I don't think there's a foam. I don't think there's anything. They're vented. They weigh nothing. Maybe 20, maybe 30 grams with that stainless steel washer on them. So you can imagine, very light for a wheel. And the wheel we're going to compare it against is an Enduro 1.3 all brass with a Klingon tire and a yellow insert. You'll see that in the second half of this video. See if it can pull. Nice. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll go up first. Yeah, it does want to get that rear right tire up. Get up this wall, yep. Nice. All right, I'm in the middle of switching the tires over, and I figured this was a great time to talk about the separation of the shock when you're using a band and it's light or heavy. What I'm talking about exactly is this wheel weighs so much more than this wheel. So when I lift this, you'll notice the separation of the shock. So if you're coming up over a breakover and you have a very lightweight front end and bands on it, it's not going to let the axle drop out and keep finding traction. It's going to, teeter and pick the axle up off of traction. But then if you don't run bands, which would allow your axle to stay on the ground as much as it can, when you start to go up inclines, you'll get a separation where the chassis lifts away from the axle. I don't know if you can even see, but this doesn't. Those bands are tight. But because these wheels are so heavy, they separate, and they don't even think about it when you're going over at a horizontal manner. It's not even a thing. But when you start to get vertical, it keeps that chassis tight to that axle. All right, I'm gonna put the other two wheels on and we'll go run the lines with these big heavy wheels. I just figured that little explanation might help some people. All right. right, here's a stainless 24 with the heavy 1.3 Injora brass wheels, Klingon tires, and yellow inserts. A little too heavy. Doesn't want to just drive over the edge. I wasn't looking. Guy on a bike. Wonder if he's looking for a good rock to crawl on. No problem. Same result. This is a bonus line. Oh, wow. Awesome. All right, fresh battery. When I went up this with the lightweight wheels, I had the back passenger on this. Yep. That back tire's getting caught up underneath this rock. Well, when I did this line with the GMC, I came up over here and then cut it. This does not have the turning radius that the GMC does. All right, never tried this line. Gotta get up this ledge face pretty steep, and that leads up to Cadillac Crack. Let's see how this goes. I'm sorry guys, I lost him in frame there. I was mind blown. Yep. So with these heavy wheels and these cling-on tires, there's just not enough grip. Once it starts to side hill, it's kind of all over. The front end just slides out. All right, So it can do the line. Try this line. I haven't tried this yet. All right, that was pretty cool. So this line has not been featured on the channel yet, but it's essentially, we're going straight up. Not the steepest, but it's got a lot of undercuts to it. All right, we're back in the garage. Let's go over some of the numbers. This wheel, lightweight, this wheel, heavyweight. 99 grams. You guys want to take a quick guess what this weighs? 19 grams with the stainless steel washer on it. So the lightweight wheel did pull more lines than the heavyweight wheel. I'm gonna name it the winner in today's test, but I think we're gonna have to do a test with the C10. This truck, I've been running the heavyweight wheels on it for 2 or 3 years now. It's set up for the heavyweight wheels. I mean, it works very well. I could make an argument that this is my best performing truck all around. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a video, taking both wheels out, run them on the C10, see if having all this brass skid, brass links, steel drive shafts, metal axles, if all that's gonna help. Does in theory, does the concept of just scaling all the weight up change much? Now this tire did have better deflection with the insert, so it didn't understeer as bad, but I think not having any insert allowed this to really grab on some of those hard edges, which if you see on my rocks, it's all sharp edge. 160 millimeter on the stainless 24. This is 162 millimeter. The weight bias on the stainless 24 is 65% front. The C10 is 65.5% front. Total weight on the C10 with the wheels on it, 760 grams. The stainless 24 with the lightweight wheels, 375. Another interesting way the numbers break down. So 4 of these tires don't even equal 1 of these wheels. Or I guess 4 of these wheels don't equal 1 of these wheels. And these 4 wheels weigh more than that entire truck with wheels and a battery in it. Let me know what you think. You gonna run the lightweight wheels? You gonna run the heavyweight wheels? Is it worth doing a test with the C10 to see if a heavy chassis works better with a heavy wheel than a lightweight? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and until the next video, thanks for coming. See you later.